Alright, welcome to the Crow Discovery Project. This is going to be excerpts of chemtrail footage that was shot all over the eastern seaboard from the southern end of New England all the way down to Virginia. We're going to open up with a plane that turns off its chem sprayer. You'll see kind of center left there's a chemtrail as I pan across. You'll see where it thins out, comes back on. This is often what it looks like when a plane turns off its sprayer. There's the plane center frame that did it. I watched him do it, and I'm going to show you some very high resolution stills in a minute. I'm shooting with video here and a telephoto lens. Here's the high resolution imagery, and we'll go down the chemtrail, and there's kind of the signature look you see quite often as they're getting ready to turn off their sprayer. It gets thin, comes back on a little bit, and then cuts all the way, and then there's the plane that did it. That is not a contrail. Contrails don't turn on and off. Interesting thing happened. Three of us were standing there. I had a telephoto. One person had binoculars. I visually spotted this and clicked off two high-res stills, and a person with binoculars was sighting it. As I switched over to try to get video of this strange-looking plane, we lost it. All three of us. We could not find it anywhere. You'll notice there's an orb to the upper left of this plane, and it's got this very strange glow. I've seen a lot of images presented where people are claiming this is a telltale sign of a holographic plane and other things. I don't know much about that, but I can tell you this plane was strange. Now, as we got into high population density areas where the education level was high, this was shot in Virginia, what we tended to see was chemtrail spraying at all three levels, high, mid, and low, but not very persistent. Quite often it was chemtrails that kind of blend out into the sky very quickly with a few persistent trails here or there, or plane leaving very short, thick persistent trails that look like a cloud within 10 or 15 minutes. As we got down below Washington, D.C. in the Baltimore area, the exact opposite of what I just said was true. What we would see was just whole hog spraying at every level. What you're looking at here is chemtrails being mixed, two kinds of chemicals being mixed. The big wide cloud was left by a previous plane, which I actually watched spray that persistent cloud, and then another chemtrail sprayed next to it, and you can see the negative space left where the two chemicals are mixing together. Over the course of about 45 minutes, you can see above this, it becomes this kind of shiny, milky white sky. There's another shot. You can see right above the negative space where the chemicals mixed. Now, there's a long shot with my telephoto. In the foreground, there's a persistent chemtrail at the bottom of frame. You can see the trail that was sprayed right of frame, and then you can see the negative space where that trail mixed with the previously sprayed chemical, which is pretty clearly a different thing was being sprayed, is my guess. You can also see frequency patterns in the upper left and upper mid frame here, where it literally looks like some kind of a frequency is being emitted into the chemtrails. So there's an interesting thing. One of my longtime supporters and collaborators on this channel has kind of uncovered that FedEx planes have been being bought and converted for aerosol spraying, which is very interesting indeed, because so many have commented on some of my recent clips stating that those are FedEx planes. I hope to be able to uncover this soon. The research is ongoing, but what's going on, it appears at this point, is that there is a verifiable trail of FedEx planes being bought by a company outfitted for aerosol spraying under the guise of a different use. Okay, so stay tuned. I've got some more interesting footage. I've got eclipse footage. This FedEx plane thing is very interesting, and I hope to be able to bring that to you soon. And there it is. Cheers.